Good morning, students. Now coming to process of recombinant DNA technology procedure. Already know recombinant DNA technology tools, restriction enzymes, and cloning vectors, etc. Now coming to process of recombinant DNA technology. Students, this process of recombinant DNA technology involves several steps in a sequence. 1. Isolation of DNA. 2. Cutting of DNA by restriction endonuclease enzymes. 3. Isolation of desired gene fragment. Okay. 4. Insertion of desired fragment into a suitable vector, ligation of vector. 5. Insertion of this recombinant DNA into the host, then selection of transformed cells, then extraction of desired product. In this way, there are several steps in a sequence. First, coming to first step, this is isolation of DNA. Okay, isolation of DNA is the first step. DNA is the most abundant genetic material in most of the organisms. So generally, DNA is present in a nucleus in association with some other macromolecules like proteins, RNA, and polysaccharides and lipids, etc. In order to isolate the DNA, first there is the need of elimination of the cell wall, cell membrane, and other macromolecules, etc. The first step in this isolation of DNA, that is wall digestion. So first the wall is digested by using some digesting enzymes. These enzymes are vary for organisms. For example, here first wall digestion. Okay, wall digestion by using some enzymes. For example, in case of bacteria, lysozyme is used. Lysozyme. Okay. In case of bacterial cell wall, bacteria, lysozyme is used for the digestion of cell wall. But in case of plants, okay, cellulase is used for digestion of wall of plants. But in case of fungi, what is the cell wall material present in fungi? Chitin. So enzyme that degrade this chitin is called chitinase. In this way, first wall is digested. Once wall is completely digested by using this type of enzymes, further step, then detergent lysis. And further one, detergent lysis. Okay, detergent lysis. Detergent lysis means elimination of all living membranes by using high powered detergents. Membranes are eliminated. Membranes by using high powered detergents. Okay. As a result of the treatment of with detergents, all the living biological membranes are completely eliminated. Then, okay, proteins, remaining material is represented by proteins, nucleases, etc. Proteins are digested by using enzymes, proteases. Now, RNA is digested by RNases. RNases. And lipids are eliminated by using lipases. And also other macromolecules are also removed, digested by using appropriate techniques. In this way, all biomolecules are also completely eliminated from this cell content. Now, DNA, it is visualized like threads. DNA, it visualized like threads. Now, these DNA threads, they are separated, extracted by using after the addition of chilled ethanol. These type of thread-like DNA molecules, they are extracted only after addition of chilled ethanol. Finally, it is extracted. DNA is extracted by the method of spooling, resulting the separation of DNA like this. Okay, this is D. So, the first step of recombinant DNA technology, isolation of DNA. It is followed by wall digestion, detergent lysis, digestion of all macromolecules by using the appropriate enzymes or appropriate techniques. Then DNA, it can be visualized as linear threads in the suspension, and they are separated by the addition of chilled ethanol. Then DNA finally is precipitated out by the method of spooling. Now we can get the double-strand linear DNA molecule. Now coming to the second one. Okay, this is cutting of DNA. Okay, once the DNA is separated, by the method of spooling in first step, now the DNA, it is cut into several fragments by using restriction enzymes. Okay, these restriction enzymes, they identify some specific palindromic sequences in DNA and cut the two strands at a sugar phosphate backbone, leaving the fragments with the sticky ends. Okay, and this process cutting of DNA, this is called enzyme digestion. This enzyme digestion can be done by incubating this DNA with restriction enzyme, resulting it divides and segmented into the several fragments, leaving the sticky ends. And this enzyme digestion can be progressed, can be checked. The progression of this enzyme digestion can be checked by a method, agarose gel electrophoresis. By using this agarose gel electrophoresis, we can check the process of progression of enzyme digestion. Now, the same enzyme is also used to cut plasmid DNA in the next step. The same enzyme must be used to cut the plasmid DNA to ligate this gene of interest into the host. When the same enzyme is used for the digestion of DNA and digestion of plasmid, leaving the fragments with the same complementary basis, so that they can unite it to each other again when the DNA ligase is supplied. Okay, this is the third step. Now coming to third step, isolation of desired DNA. isolation of desired DNA. Once the DNA is segmented by restriction in the nucleus, one or two copies and very few copies may contain desired genes. Now this desired genes separated. There is the need of the separation of desired gene. In order to separate this desired genes, first all these DNA fragments must be separated to each other. And this isolation of DNA fragments can be done by using electroporation, gel electroporation. Gel electroporation by using anode and cathodes. Generally, DNA, this is negatively charged particles. So, by using the medium agarose, which is obtained from the sea grasses, is a polysaccharide obtained from a sea grasses. This is a polymer obtained from the sea grasses agarose. By using the medium agarose, negatively charged DNA molecules, they can be forced to move towards anode under electric fields. Now, all these DNA molecules, they are forced to move anode, and smaller, these are separated by the sieving effect produced by agarose gel. Okay, smaller the size of fragments, further away move it. Depending upon the size of molecules, they are forced to move towards the anode. Similarly, now these DNA molecules, they can be visualized only after the treatment with ethidium bromide. These DNA molecules can be visualized only after the staining with ethidium bromide and under UV radiation. After the staining with ethidium bromide and in UV radiation, these DNA molecules can be visualized like orange colored bands. So now, for example, this is medium orange colored bands like this. Now these orange colored bands are cut out from this agarose gel, and DNA is extracted from the gel piece. All the orange colored bands are cut out from this agarose gel, and DNA is extracted from this gel piece. That is called elution. This is called elution. Okay, this process is called elution. Anyhow, these DNA fragments after digestion, enzyme digestion, can be separated by using gel electroporation. DNA is negatively charged, so that they are forced to move towards the anode and electric field. Here, medium is agarose is a polymer extracted from seaweed. Now, after the staining of ethidium bromide, we can visualize these DNA molecules under UV radiation just like orange colored bands. Now these orange colored bands are cut out from this gel piece, and DNA is extracted from the gel. That is called elution. Now coming to the fourth step, ligation of food. And finally, the gene of interest is selected by Southern blotting technique. Finally, after the elution, DNA fragments are selected by Southern blotting technique. Now coming to fourth one, ligation of desired gene. Ligation of desired gene into vector. Okay, so normally vectors are well known and widely used vectors are plasmids. They are present in the cytoplasm of bacterial cells. Now, In order to isolate these plasmids, first this bacterial cell is treated with gel electrophoresis, mean ultracentrifugation. Ultracentrifugation. Now this bacterial cell is treated with ultracentrifugation, resulting in the separation of plasmid like this. Okay. Once the plasmid is isolated from the bacterial cells by ultracentrifugation, now the same restriction enzyme which is used to cut the DNA molecule is also used to cut the plasmid. Now this is a gene of interest. This is a open plasmid. Now this is gene of interest. This is a open plasmid, and this is a gene of interest. Okay. The cut end parts of the gene of interest contain the complementary bases to the ends of plasmid. Now this plasmid mean the tips of desired fragment of DNA mixed with the tips of open plasmid, and DNA ligase is added, resulting in the formation of another circular DNA. Now this circular DNA with inserted gene of interest, this is called recombinant DNA, and also called chimeric DNA. The plasmid into which the desired genes are inserted, such plasmid is called recombinant DNA, chimeric DNA. Okay. Now this recombinant DNA is used in the next step, that is introduction of recombinant DNA into the host.